David said to Saul, "Your servant used to keep sheep for his father. And when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb from the flock, I went after it and struck it and rescued the lamb from its mouth. And if it rose against me, I caught it by its hair and struck it and killed it. The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and from the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine." The same God who delivered David in secret would now deliver his people in public, not to glorify David, but to reveal his own power. The Philistines stood on one mountain, and Israel stood on the other, with the valley of Elah between them. Out from the Philistine camp came a champion named Goliath, a giant over 9 feet tall. When Saul and all Israel heard these words, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. But God had already chosen his servant. Jesse said to his son David, "Take this food to your brothers at the battlefield." So David rose early, left the sheep with a keeper, and went just as his father had commanded. When he arrived, Goliath came forward with the same challenge. All the men of Israel fled from him in fear. But David said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine, that he should defy the armies of the living God?" David wasn't filled with confidence in himself, but confidence in the Lord. David took off Saul's armor, for he had not tested it. Instead, he took his staff in hand, chose 5 smooth stones from the brook, and approached the Philistine with only a sling. When Goliath saw him, he mocked and cursed him by his gods, saying, "Am I a dog, that you come to me with sticks? Come here, and I will give your flesh to the birds of the air, and to the beasts of the field." But David said to the Philistine, "You come to me with a sword, and with a spear, and with a javelin. But I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you down and cut off your head." As Goliath rose and came near, David ran quickly toward the battle line. He reached into his bag, took a stone, and slung it with all his might. The stone struck Goliath on the forehead, and he fell, face down, to the ground. So David triumphed over the Philistine, with a sling and a stone, without a sword in his hand. The victory that day belonged not to a boy, but to the Lord of hosts. The giant did not fall because of skill, but because of God's power.